feeling alone? Well, you found your match.
Dr. Goodfellow's home planet, family and loved ones, were destroyed by his terrible enemies, the Adair. Planet Alpha lied in the Eastern Constellation, the home of Adair civilization. It was a capital of refinement and beauty. The natural environment was amazingly beautiful, luxuriant, and full of extremely diverse wildlife. Ancient legends spoke of it as the origins of all life in the universe, hence its name. Planet Alpha was also an intellectual and cultural center, as it concentrated the most prestigious universities, schools, and training centers in the galaxy. The Adair were renowned all over the galaxy for their wondrous floating cities, their immense space stations, the fastest of spaceships, but above all, the capacity to fold space and time. And this is how they could travel instantly to any part of the galaxy and beyond. For many years on his home planet, Planet Alpha, Dr. Goodfellow studied physics and gravitational vibrations. He came to be highly educated in the laws of the cosmos and graduated in one of the most renowned universities in the galaxy. He then decided to become a pilot and succeeded in being the best of his academy. But the Adair had the most terrible of enemies one could imagine, the Adair. As much as the Adair could harness the laws of physics and gravity, the Adair harnessed the powers of destruction. They were renowned for their thirst for power and the ability to obliterate entire stellar systems. And this is how they destroyed Dr. Goodfellow's home planet, Planet Alpha, as a demonstration of hatred against the Adair. Doing this, they inflicted the most terrible of all blows to their deadly enemies. He was off planet at the time, but like many others, Dr. Goodfellow lost everything when Planet Alpha disappeared. His family and best friends lived there and died that day, along with everything he loved most. The memories of his past were all but pain since then, and he launched himself into an endless flight that was a hopeless quest for oblivion. Thinking he'd never find peace again, he searched endlessly for the answers to the riddles of gravitational vibrations and life as a continuation of the work of his ancestors. He eventually got lost in the immense void of intergalactic space. He ran into numerous adventures and fought against dangerous space pirates. Riding one of the fastest spaceships in the galaxy, he sped from one stellar system to the other, convinced he'd find answers to his questions. But he realized he couldn't keep the hatred in his heart silent, as his thirst for violence only grew. And this was a terrible shame to him, because he'd always been a defender of peace. That's when, confronted to a terrible threat, his people, the Adair, finally reached out to him and asked him to come back and lead the fight in the most terrible of all battles against the Adair, the Battle of the Adair. But as you know, if you follow the previous stories, the events that unfolded during this battle were quite unexpected.